All right, every time when you approach a quadratic to factor it, you need to remember, can you take something out first? Can you undistribute something out of each of those terms? In fact, in this case, we could take a 5 out of each one. So let's go ahead and do that first so we don't end up with mistakes or with numbers that are much bigger to work with. 5 out of 30 is 6, and 5 out of 25 leaves us with 5. So now we're going to work with just this quadratic, not the original one. So take our ending term, our C term, and put it there. Take your middle term and put it on the bottom. We want to multiply to 5, but add up to negative 6. Well, what's the only thing that multiplies to make 5? 1 times 5. Does that add up to negative 6? Maybe if they're both negative, they would add up to negative 6, but does that make a positive 5? Yes, it does. Two negatives make a positive. So we found the two numbers. They just had to both be negative. And remember, we're going to put x on each one because negative 1x and negative 5x make negative 6x. What's going to go in our first box? This first term. And then this last term. We're not working with this anymore. We already took the 5 out. Now let's go ahead, find each common factor in each row and column. X is in both of those. 1's the common factor of those. But look what happens if I try multiplying it back together. That makes x squared, but that doesn't make negative 5x. This would need to be a negative 5 to do that. And same thing down here. Negative 1 times x. But look what happens now. Negative 1 times negative 5 makes positive 5. So it works. X minus 1, x minus 5. That's not all. Don't forget your 5 that we took out at the beginning.